Mall of America. It's home to world-class shopping, great dining, and amazing attractions and events. And these are our stories, presented by Bloomington, Minnesota Travel and Tourism. Hey, Mall of America fans, welcome to this episode of So Much More. I am Jill Renslow, your host for today's podcast, joined by Kelsey Cunningham, our Senior Manager of Attraction Marketing. And today we are joined by actor, comedian, and Nickelodeon icon, Kel Mitchell, best known for his appearance on All That, Kenan Kel, and the Good Burger franchise. Mall of America just hosted Nick at Nite, a one-of-a-kind after-hours event that brought guests back to their favorite Nickelodeon memories with rides, throwback music, nostalgic photo opportunities, and a special meet and greet with Kel himself. We'll look back at the event from last night, talk about the lasting impact of Nickelodeon nostalgia, and hear stories from Kel's incredible career. Kel, welcome to So Much More.
Hey. What's up? How you doing?
We are so thrilled to have you on this podcast and to have you here in Minnesota.
I love Minnesota. A lot of good people. Yesterday was amazing. Fun. I'm from Chicago, so that Midwest, feel. So I felt all the love here. It was really, really cool. Yeah.
You had a good turnout with a lot of fans that wanted to come and meet and greet you. So let's talk about the event last night. Kelsey, you were there. I know you're a big fan of Kel's and grew up watching all the shows. So you guys paint the picture what happened last night.
Yeah. I mean, Kel, you had so many fans. People were lined up ready to see you. They had their Good Burger t-shirts and All That t-shirts on. They were singing the song. People were so excited.
They're excited. We're twins, Kel.
Exactly. It works. I love this. So what was your favorite part of last night?
Oh, shout out to the DJ. He killed it. You know what I mean?
Matt.
Yeah.
Our in-house DJ. I love it.
I always say whistle while you work. So like when you're working, you gotta have like a great DJ. And he was rocking the party. That was like a concern of mine. So I was like, let's see. Do they have music? Okay, they got music. Of course the fans. I love that. I love seeing the Good Burger outfits, the cosplay. People were dressed up, the All That shirts. That was super cool. So even Repairman, we've had some Mystery Man up in there. Yeah, man, I love that. Yeah.
That is so fun. Now, you've been here before. We're talking a little bit before we started that it actually was before my time, and I've been here almost 3 decades.
Look at
so
that.
It was early in your career. You came to start. So do you remember much from 30 years ago?
My mom hit me up because I told her we were going here, and she was like, "Do you remember when we went out there with Kenan and your little sister? And your sister was 4 at that time." And I was like, "What?" And so this had to be like 95, 96. It had to be like around there. And we came up here. We had to be promoting for Kenan Kel, I'm assuming, because All That had already been out. And we did a lot of like tours, just going to malls and everywhere the kids were. You know what I mean? To promote our shows for Nickelodeon. And we definitely came here. And I remember certain parts. Like I definitely remember the holding where we were yesterday, the restaurant. That was
the Hard Rock.
The
Hard Rock space.
Hard Rock, because something came back in my memory and just opened up like you were here before.
So was it in the Rotunda? Did you have an appearance in the Rotunda, or was it in the theme park? You don't remember?
I don't remember. I remember it was a theme park here. And was it there in the early 90s?
Yeah, it was
okay,
Camp
so I do remember the theme park, and they had
like
pictures of Kenan and I, and we signed autographs and the whole thing. And it's beautiful when you think about the journey of it, you know what I mean? Because I always get asked that. And it's just really cool to be still doing this, doing something that I've loved, still acting, producing now, writing now as well. And to have like the parents that grew up on the show and then them introducing it to their kids. Like we had 8-year-olds and 5-year-olds in Good Burger outfits and no Kenan Kel. They're like, orange soda and all this cool stuff. So that was awesome. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to talk about, because I think it's really cool when we get a chance to see the generation that grew up with you and then now they're introducing it to their kids and be able to have that connection, because that's something really special for Mall of America, because we're always about connecting generations with the events that we host, with the brands that we bring in, but to have that moment last night, and I would imagine throughout your career where you have this opportunity to connect families.
Yeah, it's awesome to be in family entertainment all these years, you know what I mean, doing that. And then seeing my kids get to come up there, because they weren't around when I was here at Mall of America. So now being here and experiencing Mall of America with them, and they're enjoying it, going to all the stores. Of course, we went to Build-A-Bear, went there. This is my daughter's birthday week, so that was pretty cool. So
very fun.
They sung to her, we got custom bears for the kids. And then we also went to Lego, you know what I mean, the Lego store. That was fun. Had a blast cast in there.
What's next on their list? What do they want to do?
We're going to Nickelodeon universe because Dad was working yesterday. So today I'm getting on all the rides, the roller coasters. I saw that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ride. Got to do it. Okay, you got the shell on the back.
Yeah, Michelle's track.
What?
It's
Come
so
on.
fun.
Got to do it. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah,
I love that. Kelsey, how
Yeah.
did you experience that with families last night when they got a chance to make those connections?
Absolutely. It was so fun seeing all the kids. And, the parents were like, yeah, this is Kel. This is from all that. They had like their photos, taken photos, and they were really excited. My favorite part too was when the theme song came on.
Oh, yeah.
And like the parents went wild and the kids are just having a great time because it's just fun music. But it was for us, it was like these chills of like, okay, I remember when those theme songs came on as a kid and I was so excited. It's like all that's coming on and you were excited because the show's about to start. So it was fun seeing kids jamming out to that too.
You know they're going to go home and like listen to the music and now like have that connection
Totally.
to the show. I love that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to TLC, Coolio, rest in peace. Like it's awesome to have two theme songs that are just like you could play it anywhere and people go like they go
Totally.
crazy. Yeah.
It's such a vibe.
So when you were growing up, was there someone that inspired you to get into this business? Because you got started very young
Yeah.
and stuck with it. But was there
Yeah.
someone or a show or something that really inspired you to pursue this career?
You know, I was a bit of a class clown. Could you imagine that? Right? So I was I was a class clown. I loved to perform all the time. And I would do it in school. And my mom, she's a retired teacher now, but at the time she's a teacher and my dad is a psychologist. So they take education very seriously. And their kid was doing shows in class, not taking it so seriously. So they were like, we need to find something for you. And so they love the fact of like hobbies for kids. And so they just kept giving me different hobbies. And what stuck was acting. It was a community theater in my hometown called ETA, Creative Arts Foundation. And I went there and I did a summer course and it was like, this is what I need to be doing. I mean, we were dancing, we were singing, we were acting. Then I went from doing the summer courses to actually being in plays with the adults at night. You know what I mean? Like doing actual shows, like my first job. So that was cool. And working in theater there. And then I started working in downtown Chicago at the Goodman Theater, Victory Gardens Theater. And then this show that came out called All That. That was a nationwide search looking for kids. And this was like just an outlet for me, like a hobby to do, to keep me doing something positive. But doing this and then have this show come. It used to just be like infomercials and commercials around that time that would come as far as TV. But for a show like this that was like an In Living Color for kids. I know people compare it to SNL, but I feel like it's a little bit more diverse. So I always compare it to In Living Color for kids. And it was just super awesome to have this type of show and auditioned for it and got on it. Yeah.
And one thing led to the other and
Yeah. And here we are.
kicked off your career and huge success.
It did. It became a huge success. I think for the producers and everyone. I was just talking to one of the execs the other day because Kenan and Kel, obviously we were celebrating our 30th year anniversary. And so we were texting on our group text that we have. And it was just the fact that, like we were kids. These are like our uncles, our big brothers, and now we're working with them side by side, producing. And it's just kind of cool to still be doing it and still stay in contact, because in this business, a lot of times when the show's over,
Yeah.
But it's cool to still be talking to these people and stuff like that.
So we saw you and Kenan on screen. What was the chemistry off screen?
We're still the same. We're like cracking jokes all the time, having fun. My kids call him Uncle Kenan, and same, they call me Uncle Kel. And it's just like, just the family dynamic. When we put out Good Burger 2, that was cool. And to have my kids play Ed's kids in it, that was fun. And the numbers were amazing with that, with Paramount. And we just love working together. It's fun.
That is fun.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah.
So what are some of the fun stories that people don't know about your career, like being part of the Nickelodeon cast and being able to have these opportunities? Because obviously, Good Burger we were talking about this earlier today.
Yeah.
It was kind of an offshoot. It started as kind of a skit within one of the other shows, all that, right? And then, if you want to talk about it.
Well, I was going to ask you, so how much of the character from Kenan and Kel, how much was that you brought on screen? And then I know that that sketch then became the movie, Good Burger. So how much was that you brought in?
Okay, so this is fun. So in Chicago, when I did my audition, when I did my audition, they were like, do impersonations. And so we were like, okay, cool. And most kids would do impersonations of people that are on television. I did impersonations of people that were in my life currently, you know what I mean,
Okay.
around that time. And so I did my coach, and that's how Coach Cretan came to be. You know, my coach was Coach Chambers. He was like, would yell at the kids all the time. And so he's like, sit down, be quiet, you know, type of thing. And so that's where Coach Cretan came from, you know. And as far as Ed, that was a voice that me and my cousins used to do. Like, we watched Saved by the Bell, and we watched Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. And so this was our version in Chicago of like talking like that. Like, well, dude, yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah, you want to get some pizza? Yeah, you know, that type of thing. So I did that voice in there, and they loved it. And so these writers, like, they kind of took those characters that I had and said, okay, well, let's put them in these worlds. You know, these are the strong characters that we like that he did in the audition, and let's put these in this world. And so it was always cool that the producers and the writers would allow us to play and work with them, you know, simultaneously with the voice, the style, something as far as like, because everybody asks about the bob. the
hair.
Right, with it. Okay, so how that started. Yeah. All my characters, see, I'm from theater. And so in theater, a lot of time we had to do our own makeup, our own stuff, you know what I mean? Like everything together backstage. And I learned that at an early age. And so I was really into, okay, what is this character like? What is he dressed like? How does he act? How these, you know, all these different things. Why does he walk the way that he walks? And, you know, that all comes from theater. And so I saw this wig in a hair and makeup room. And it's this Brandy, I Want to Be Down wig. Shout out to Brandy, still a good friend. And so I saw it, and I just grabbed the wig and put it on. And I was just like, okay, you know, it feels like really well, you know? And to have this wig on and do that, it just really, you know, put life into it. And I had no idea, like, to this day that Good Burger still, you know what I mean? Would
So
it be
iconic.
like such iconic, you know what I mean? And even with Kenan Kel, like all the characters, like even outside of Ed, like the orange soda, you know, all those different things. Like even now I have my own burger with Every Table restaurant in Los Angeles. They're not in Minnesota yet. We got to get Every Table out here. But yeah, Every Table, it's about 40 locations in California. And I have my own savory turkey burger that I designed, Kel Mitchell burger. And it's really, really good. And, you know, I do the Burger Fest. We do that every year. We did our first one in New Jersey. We might do one out here in Minnesota. That would be great.
Absolutely.
But Burger Fest, it's all the burgers that were in New York. They came out, all the best ones. And we had music, Super Fest. And I did that with my partner, Derek Berry. We did that with Bucket Listers, and that's a great one. Yeah, we might want to do that here at Mall of America. That might be kind of.
We know people.
You
can.
We need to talk. Yeah, let's talk. Yes, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah.
So starting out as an actor, comedian, so young, what were the biggest challenges? Because obviously you're still going to school, you're still needing to be a kid. How did you balance all of that? If you can remember 30 years ago.
I know, right? Let's go back. Rewind. I like Jim Carrey too, so you can see that. I would say it was discovering it all at once. You know, I think it was hard because you're in the limelight. Do you know what I mean? So as you're doing that, you're adulting, and you know, when we were just kids at one point, and then we started adulting and becoming teenagers, and then becoming young adults, all on camera and fans and people. So I think the most was recognizing who's a friend and who's not. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think that's the most, you know, but my parents kept me very grounded, you know, in the church, great hobbies and things of that nature. And I think that is what really helped. Yeah.
So are your kids going to follow in your footsteps?
You know what? Everybody's like, it's so funny because as soon as they did Good Burger 2, you know, you get the agents and the managers. They start calling and knocking. Because my kids, I mean, you saw my kids.
they were so sweet.
Yeah,
so much energy. It's so fun.
They have a lot of charisma.
Yes.
They're you know, a lot of courage. They'll talk to everybody and dance and sing and all these things. So I'm always like, you got to love it. So if they want to do it and they want to pursue it, daddy got their back. You know, mom has their back. We got their back, you know? I'm all about that, yeah. And then they have someone that helped them navigate it because I've lived it. You know what I mean? So, but it's up to them. It's up to them because it's a journey. So you gotta like want to do this thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How were they on the set of Good Burger too?
Oh, they loved it. They had fun. They didn't really get the turn off part though. You're like, this
is just fun the whole time.
We're like, okay, cut.
Playing.
And then they were still,
Going.
acting, and the other kids that were in the scene, they just kept going. There was one point where Kenan had to just like turn on some music on his phone to like calm everybody down because everybody was just going, just trying to keep it focused. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
So aside from your kids, what about other young folks that aspire to be an actor, a comedian?
Yeah.
What advice do you give to them?
I would definitely say, like, follow your dreams. Don't listen to people, trying to stop your dreams. The sabotage that we do to ourselves. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Stay positive. Find the joy in everything. When we brought all that back, the reboot of all that, I want to say that was like 2000. It was after Game Shakers because I had another Nickelodeon show called Game Shakers. The fans were there for that too, Double G. But I want to say around like 2017, 2018, when we brought it back, we had a whole new cast of kids for all that. And I was able to tell them, like, look, this isn't the thing that makes you important or makes you popular. This is a job. Okay, so this creativity and this thing that has been given to you and put into your heart was given you by God. So you can take this wherever you want to go. If you want to work in corporate, you want to continue working in acting and do all the different things you do that and have fun with your cast members. But understand first, this is a job. You know what I mean? And it's been really cool. Now these kids are like, young adults now, and it's cool to see them thriving. Some of them acting, some of them are producers, some of them are doing stuff outside of acting, but we all stay in contact. And I'm like Uncle, now I'm Uncle Kel. You know what I mean? To these actors and actresses. So it's really cool. Yeah.
That is fantastic. So how are you guys celebrating 30 years? Anything that the fans can continue to follow and be participating in?
We're at Mall of America. That's what's going on. That's what we're doing. We're celebrating.
I love it.
At Mall of America. That's the celebration, really, because we were thinking about it. We're like, oh, wow, it's 30. And it's funny. I mean, when you get to this age, Kenan and I both were like, oh, it's been 30 years? Oh, okay.
It goes fast.
It goes fast. People were calling us, and we were just like, "Oh, okay," because all that already had its 30 a few years ago. So it's crazy. But we were kids though when we were doing it. So I always tell people like, we're still young. You know what I mean? We were babies basically doing that show. So
absolutely.
It was good.
Well, you have so much going on right down to, I was going to say, we were so excited when your team said yes to coming out for our Nick at Night event.
Yeah.
I mean, it truly made our event. So we were so excited. But then just hearing all the other stuff that you guys have going on. I mean, you guys have a video game that launched.
That's right.
And just so we were very lucky that and excited that you came to Nickelodeon Universe. But if you want to tell us a little bit more about what you have going on.
Orange Pop, it's a match game that's on the Apple Store right now. Google Play, you can download it. Of course, we were talking about orange soda. That's another one. That people enjoy. It doesn't matter whether I go to, a burger spot or a 5-star restaurant. The waiters are always giddy about like, are you going to get orange soda? Are you going to get orange soda?
Do you get tired of orange soda?
No, no, not at all.
I agree.
No, we love orange soda.
Good answer.
But it's like I work out now, so it's like I do a lot of electrolytes and things like that. So I am coming out with a healthier orange soda, so you'll be seeing that soon.
That.
So
Okay,
we're working on that. I'm really working on my branding stuff. Like I said, I have my own burger. Branding is important. Seeing that people love these many years. Even Kenan and I both, we were just like, okay, let's create the Kenan Kel universe. And what is that for our fans, for our young fans and our adult fans? And so we're working on movies that are like kind of like the Abbott and Costello feel, with adults, a thriller that we're working on as well. So, and the script is amazing. So I'm excited about that, to film that. Right now I have a film called Calibosh that's out. Digimon Hansu is the producer of that. And so I'm excited about that. I have 3 thrillers coming out later this year. So it's just like my fans growing up with me. You know what I mean? So, and I love that. I was talking to my team. It's like, okay, so now let's, promote to the adults and to the kids and just do it in the right way where it promotes to everybody. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's a journey. So this is cool. Yeah.
Well, it's impressive. To continue to go, you're still young. Like you have so much ahead of you and it looks like you have a full slate of projects.
Yeah.
Where is the best place for fans to follow all this activity? Is there a social channel that you focus your attention on?
Oh, yeah. So at I am Kel Mitchell. You can get that. I am Kel Mitchell on Instagram. You'll see me. You'll see my workouts, all that stuff. I'm also a marathon runner.
Okay.
So I'm into that too as well.
Hey, you should run the Twin Cities Marathon in October.
When is that? October
It is
what?
one of the most beautiful marathons in the country.
Really?
Yes,
Early
it's early October.
Early October. Okay, so I'm doing Chicago October 11th.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
And we're doing
That
that,
might be hard.
and I'm
That's
running
probably
with
not gonna
World Vision. But yeah,
That's
that'll be
awesome.
back to back. Oh,
That's
yeah, but I
impressive.
love marathons, so I'm sitting there
impressive.
thinking like, yeah. But yeah, 26.2 miles every time, and it's fun. I love it. But you'll see my fitness stuff on there on Instagram as well. And yeah, Kel Mitchell, check me out on there, and TikTok too as well. So I'm all over. Yeah.
So when you look back at
Yeah.
the last 30 years, what's one of your fondest memories?
Ooh, fondest memories. Wow. I want to say moments like this because it's so surreal to talk to fans and see, where they were when they watched the show for the first time. You hear amazing stories. You'll hear heartfelt stories of like people that say, hey, I was in the hospital and I needed the positivity and I watched Kenan Kel and you made me laugh and that helped me get through and that helped me heal. And so it's moments like that when you talk to fans. And so that's why I do love going to different cities and meeting my fans, shaking their hands and hearing their stories. Even last night, it was a guy that came up and he designed me like an orange soda like poster. And then he stopped me and just said, you have no idea the things that you got me through within life. And I think that's the thing, like this connection, like we're all family. You know what I mean? So I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's your chance, Kelsey. Any other questions you have for Kel?
No, that's awesome. And that's so sweet. And your fans truly were so excited to see you. And I do think laughing is so healing. So that's awesome. And I, growing up, watched all that and watched Kenan and Kel too. And it was really my first introduction to comedy, which is great and love it too. Do you have any lines from Good Burger that you like say or that you're like, this was my line and I brought it and that you love? Because I was saying too, there's lines that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is from Good Burger, and I still say it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So they're calling me like the 90s catchphrase king, like, with that. Because a lot of people have that one.
Yeah.
But I have the Welcome to Good Burger.
Totally.
And then all the stuff that was in the movie, like he said as well. Also have All Here Goes from, the Kenan Kel. We did a lot of that yesterday. Who Loves Orange Soda?
Yep.
That's another one. Repairman, man. That's another one. I mean, it could go off. I can list them all, but it's so many different ones. And it's funny because I'll be like, at the gym or walking down the street at a restaurant, at quiet places, museums, and people would just yell out something from one of my shows,
so
and I'll do it for them. But yeah, it's just, like I said, it's a journey, and all the different fans, even my Dancing with the Stars fans were there too as well. They were there too, hanging out. They want me to salsa and all this stuff. So I just, it's cool. It's cool that people, part of something that people enjoy. They're not like, you were in that thing that I hate. I don't like that. So it's cool that it's something that they enjoy. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Minnesota loves you. Mall of America loves you. Your fans love you. You've brought so much joy into so many households over the last 3 decades. That is an amazing accomplishment, and you keep going. So we're so excited to continue to follow you on your journey, and we hope all of you listening and watching will continue to follow Kel and his journey and his accomplishments, because it has been amazing to talk with you and have you on the podcast, and we wish you the very, very best. So that is going to do it for this episode of So Much More. Be sure to tune in every week, share this with your friends and family, and be sure to rate and follow us wherever you follow your favorite podcast. That's going to do it for this week. Take care. Thanks for listening to So Much More, a Mall of America podcast. Subscribe wherever you find your favorite podcasts. This show is presented by Bloomington, Minnesota Travel and Tourism.